Hello, and welcome to another episode of my life experiences. This is where I share with you some of the experiences I've gathered in life and the lessons I've drawn from them, hoping that someone may listen, be inspired, and learn from these. So today, I will share with you something that really drives close to home, something so close to my heart, because it's got to do with the sort of life that I've lived. In previous episodes, I shared with you how in my life I've moved from household to household. To count all the households that I've been in, starting from my parents' house for 5 years, and I was young at that point, a baby. Then I stayed with my aunt for about 5 to 6 years. Then I stayed with my brother, my other brother, my cousin, back to my brother, my sister, like in 7 households. And with the current household that I have, my own household, it brings it to 8. So it's like staying in different households, you fail to develop a bond with anyone. Like you just feel a disconnect. You are staying among people, there is a crowd of people among you, but no bond. How do you develop a trust with someone that you just stay for a short period of time? How can you develop a trust? So it was so difficult for me to express myself to these people, especially when I'm facing burdens in my life. In the previous episode, I shared with you how I faced an anomaly, how there was an anomaly in my grade 8 examination results, and the kind of feeling that it brought to me. The sorrow, the pain, and the hurt that I had experienced from that. And in those kind of situations, it's like I couldn't share with anyone. I really, at this point, I was yearning for a shoulder to cry on, someone to lean on, an ear that would listen to me, and someone that would just hug me, hold me, and say that it's okay, things will be okay. That's the sort of thing that I liked in my life. And it's a lonely life. Moving about is a lonely life. Being here now, really, I count it as divine intervention, divine plan. It's a divine plan because I lacked a clear mentorship. There was no clear mentorship because you do see that you are staying with different people. They've got different values, beliefs, and you don't trust those people yet. There is a disconnect, no bond. How can they mentor you? Or where do you get your mentorship from? From which household? Because there are people of different class, different expectations in terms of education, in terms of culture, what they believe to be vices and virtues. So it's like you don't have a clear mentor in your life. And it was hard for me because an adolescent, I'm growing up, I've got these feelings, hormonal changes, and so many changes happening, peer pressure. You just want someone to give you advice on how to face life in what you're going through, someone to understand you. But it was never there. Yes, the guardians can provide you with everything else, like from food, clothing, shelter, whatever, but it still leaves an emptiness inside of you because you want closeness, you want someone to be closer with, you want some emotional support, and the emotional support is a part that I liked in my life. I know someone else may be going through a similar situation. Like a youth may relate to what I'm talking about now. That you are in a crowd among people, but you are feeling alone because you can't relate to any of the people that are surrounding you. It's a vulnerable moment for you. Maybe you would want to share. You want really to share with someone. You want someone to comfort you. I just want to share with someone today that in those moments, it's time that you should really take care of your soul. Take care of yourself. Be careful when you are choosing who you want to be vulnerable with. Because there are predators lurking around who may appear as if they are good people, good listeners. They may give you an ear to listen. And you come about because you are yearning for something. There is an emptiness in you. You want acceptance. You want love. You want emotional support. And you just find someone who is really good at it, who is a predator. And they are just lurking around. And they lure you in. And you come there as a prey with all your troubles and problems. But by the end of the day, they capture you and destroy you. So just be careful as a youth. When you found yourself in a situation like the one that I was, where you couldn't relate well in the households that you had found yourself in. My advice would be, look for someone. It could be at church. Someone who inspires you and you've got a trust in that person. You can talk to them and share with them that this is what I'm going through. What should I do in this case? It's a difficult moment to go through. And myself, what I've learned really, what has sustained me is my trust in the Lord. Because in spite of everything that I was going through, I was crying, I was feeling a disconnect, I couldn't relate, I couldn't have emotional support. I was just going on my knees and say, God, if you can carry every burden on earth, everyone's burden on earth, you surely can also carry mine. So just trust in the Lord today. Take your burdens to the Lord, and He shall sustain you. And finally, I just want to share with you something as an adolescent that I did. Those days, we did not have phones around, and there was a lot of writing of letters. And as I was staying in my brother's house, I'm alone, I'm reading the paper, I could see a lot of people writing to the paper, looking for penny pause. And I was tempted to do the same. I wrote a letter to this other newspaper and I said that I need a penny poll, blah, 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 blah. And it came out in the newspaper. And boy, a week down the line, letters started coming like manna flowing from heaven. My brother received so many letters, I'm telling you. Every day he was coming with letters, and it was like, what is going on? I received hundreds of letters because I had applied that I need a penny bowl. So you can see, and I was so ashamed that I'm getting all these letters. What am I gonna do with them? Looking for a pen ball because I just wanted someone to share with something, to share my life with and share my emotions with. And I ended up writing to the papers that I want a penny ball. And really, letters fell down. It rained on me, letters, that time. And oh gosh, I'll never forget this experience. So just be careful what you resort to doing when you are in a situation of need, that kind of emptiness. Nowadays, it's better because there are phones and you can just call someone, maybe your mother or your auntie or someone that at least you trust, and ask for help. But those days, there was none. So just to encourage you today, trust in the Lord. He will take care of you. He will take care of you. He can take care of everything that happens. He can carry the whole world in his hands, and he will take care of your life. Thank you, guys. This is what I wanted to share with you today. If you're a new viewer to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you've got any comments, please leave them in the comment section. Till next time, stay blessed.